Hello. Now, you clicked on the video. You know what this is about. You came in for information. You asked, I'll deliver. I never heard that one before. Go on. Anyways, let me be serious here. So, I'm going to read something to you, actually. So, yeah, I'm going to read something to y'all. And, where do I start? Where do I start? Yeah. I am pretty awkward when it comes to, conversations and stuff. So sometimes I like to write stuff down. And the place where I have it wrote down is actually on my profile on forums. So you'll see what I'm about to read as status updates because I collect my thoughts together on there sometimes. So I'm going to read 2 status updates to you. Okay? Okay. Whew, Lord. Y'all, the whole damn week. People were saying stupid, doing stupid shit. Y'all know my post with the 2 videos in my YouTube thread? Well, this one. Global chat, when I was trying to be serious. 2. Yesterday even. I was trying to help someone with gear progression because I see this person actually trying to gear up. And then you had 2 people be like, just get this, just get that. Bro. And then I found out one of the people helped the 4 people that was in that drama with that friend try to skip gear. I didn't know. I've done nothing but facepalm all this damn week. Because once again, people are encouraging gear skipping. There is a reason why I've been facepalming all this damn week. It's because some of the stupid ass shit that have been said this entire week won't help no one for shit. And y'all remember that debate with gear skipping on forums? And y'all know how the new players and returning benefits was mentioned? Well, now I'm trying to tell the staff to fix that shit so that won't be an issue anymore. I've been so close to snapping, but I'm trying so hard not to. Some of these people I look after. And like I said, I hate snapping at friends, but holy shit. Don't worry, I'll keep it together, but it's hard to when people doing stupid ass shit is consistent. Yes, consistent. This is why I was so damn mad in the past if anyone figured out. Now, I won't read the rest because that's not a part of the topic. That's not a part of the topic today. Now I'm going to read to you another one. And this happened, I put this right after I had to deal with this shit. Alright, so since everyone is clowning and encouraging gear skipping, and I know I'm about to watch a whole bunch of people walk around clueless on how to do damage, I'm going to just do my usual job and fix the shit they fuck up by pointing them in the right direction when they get lost, as per usual. Yes, as per usual. Correction. The whole damn game in general. Like, I'm also fine with people playing the way they want to play. I've never had an issue with it. I just wouldn't recommend it. But everyone's got their head up their ass and are too blind to see it. I'm referring to the issue of skipping gear. People at the moment see me as whining about how it's bad because they don't know how bad it is. They can't see the bigger picture. I know not everyone's the same, but still. People don't see how the majority of the people who skip gear don't even know the basics of the game because they decide to swipe their card instead. People can't see that if you skip certain parts of gear, you miss out on important mechanics to learn that will take you far. Believe it or not, if you learn certain mechanics, it will help you in the long run. For example, there are bosses with similar mechanics to other bosses in the game. Some people have to run shit over and over to get used to it. People like me. If you've went through the process of getting the gear, then you've most likely learned the boss. If you skip it, once you get to certain bosses, you won't know the mechanics because you've skipped the process. Too bad that now everyone thinks that damage and everything and learning shit is pointless now. The thing is, like I said several status updates ago, If you want incredible gear, it all starts with reading and understanding. You want to be like the op people too? Then you have to buckle down and learn the game. I swear, it's like Void Elsword all over again. Yes, the same shit happened in Void. We also had people with op-ass gear, but no knowledge on how to utilize it whatsoever. Like, no one is really taking the time to sit down and think about it. They're all just going with the trend and encouraging the newbies to do it too, and that's not good. I'm more worried about the newbies because they're bound to get lost on where to progress and drop the game. That, or like it was stated in the debate thread, they're bound to get bored and quit the game. Bruh, a person who used to skip gear was even trying to tell people that it's not really a good idea. A person who skipped gear before. That's the thing. No one wants to open their damn eyes and think about shit. Everyone at this point wants to be brain dead, and that's going to fuck them over in the long run. But hey, what do I know? I'm too busy bitching and whining about how gear skipping is bad. Now, why did I bring that up? Why did I just read y'all two messy status updates? Well, I had this built up for a very long time. Yes, I've had this built up for a very long time. I've mentioned it in an advice video even. Skipping gear. And skipping quests even. Which I will link in the description. I will put in the comment section so y'all won't miss it at all. I've covered this already. Multiple times. I talked about it multiple times. On my channel, some of my streams, some of my videos, I talked about it. There's a reason why when Enigma brought it up, I said something. I backed him up. Because he was actually trying to fix his stuff. Not only that, because I also have some things to say. I also have some things to say about gear skipping. Now let me say this again, and I'm not reading from no status update or anything now. I'm actually saying this to you. It's okay to play the way you want to play. But don't regret it when you fuck up. How about that? It's okay to play the way you want to play it, but don't regret it when you fuck up. Don't regret it when you can't get far, or when you're lost and don't know where to go. For those who refuse to seek help, I'm not talking about professional help. I'm talking about help as if in advice on gear and stuff. Guys, you do realize that Niantic made these changes to, the gear costs and the material costs to make gear quicker. So you don't really have to skip gear, if y'all notice. Y'all want to know how much it cost me to put Hell trinkets and Hunter Knight trinkets on 19 characters? It cost over $1 bill. Now it costs little to nothing. The Sea of Pollution gear used to cost over 100 mil plus just to get 9 trinkets and stuff. To fuse to 3 trinkets. If y'all even know how to get the Sea of Pollution trinkets, that is. Now it costs less. Some of those boxes used to cost 3 mil each, and that used to be terrible. Now it doesn't cost anything. The only thing that actually costs something is making the freaking trinkets. Remember the Busan gear? And oh my god, I said it used to be a long ass grind. Now it's a short grind. I'm telling y'all, one of the many reasons why I was against gear skipping is because everything is easier now. Easier than what it would have been. Hell, y'all would have been struggling to get 270 untouchable bugs. Now y'all really have to worry about 90. Y'all only have to worry about 90 bugs now. They triply reduced the cost of getting the Basan gear, making the grind easier. We don't have it now, but at the moment, we only have one symbol of affection whenever you get your SSS reward for Asmodeus. I know I have to run it, to help somebody. But now on KR, they have 5. They made it faster. Y'all don't know, but they made gearing faster. So there's really no reason to skip. But none of y'all know that because y'all too busy swiping your cards and y'all too busy trying to get the best gear. Like, for example, y'all know how somebody just dropped the Precise Loft Sharp Core? I bet you 9 times out of 10, y'all gonna go crawl over that person for that. And y'all probably, 9 times out of 10, y'all probably not gonna even have the gear to back it up. Y'all probably not even gonna have the gear to back up the damage with that Precise Loft Sharp Core. Don't know what I'm talking about? Some of y'all sitting up here with Precise Loft and y'all over here still have Hell trinkets or still have Sea of Pollution trinkets. You know how bad you look? Oh wait, you don't, because you're too busy playing Brain Dead. Some of y'all too busy playing Brain Dead. No, I'm not angry. I'm just telling you how it is. No, I'm not whining. I'm trying to tell you how it is. That's the thing. A lot of y'all thinking I'm whining. And someone's smart mouth ass decided to be like, boo-hoo when I talk or whatever. Trying to be smart, trying to be funny or whatever, or snarky. But that failed miserably because he looks stupid as hell. You got another person over here making it seem like I'm whining and everything when I be helping her ass. Hell, I carry her ass. She begs me for carries. I still carry because I like helping people. Now, some of y'all have already done it, so yes, I'd rather just point y'all in the right direction. So for those who have, listen up, listen carefully, okay? So for those who still have Hunter Knight's trinkets, the level 83s, I'm talking about the Wolfgang and Hoffman trinkets. Your next step would be, and if you have the if you have Hunter Knight trinkets level 83, the Sector Epic trinkets, the ones that look like Wolfgang and Hopping Weather, and if you have the Hell trinkets, your next step would be replacing the Hunter's Knight level 83 trinkets with the Sea of Pollution or Yod's Sea trinkets. You keep the Hell trinkets. For those who have finished that, the Yod Sea trinkets, all 3 of them, and got them fused from the 9 trinkets, your next step will be doing Basan. You're supposed to replace your Basan. You're supposed to replace your, You're supposed to replace your Hell trinkets, the level 83 ones, with the Basan trinkets and transcend them for more power. You want more power with that. I'll talk about weapon in a second. Don't worry, I'll talk about weapon in a second. Now, once you're done with the Basan trinkets and transcend them, that means do the Basan storyline to get a quest called Scarlet Scorpions. Do that quest, follow that quest line, unlock the original Misa. Keep doing that Misa every day until you get the material. And if you want to, take a little shortcut, you can buy Transcendental Elixirs to get the Transcendent Stones. The 100% Transcendent Stones to transcend your trinkets. You're also going to need that for your module and your receiver that you'll be getting too. I will get to modules in a second. And receiver, don't worry. Once you're done with Basan gear, that's when you start working on your Asmodeus gear. You're supposed to take that Asmodeus gear and you're supposed to replace your Sea of Pollution trinkets. Yes, you'll be losing your awakening skills, but we can also craft awakening skills, which you'll know already. Once you're done with your Asmodeus trinkets, you're supposed to move on to the Omega Knight trinkets. You take those Omega Knight trinkets and you replace your Transcendent Basan trinkets 3 out of 3 with them. Once you're done with that, then you go to Mech Raid, Belphegor, which is the current endgame. You take the Belphegors, which we have an ongoing event right now. You take those trinket stones that you're supposed to craft, and then you transcend your Asmodeus trinkets into the Belphegor trinkets. before August the 29th, 2022. Right now, it is June the 19th, 2022. But it's okay. After August the 29th, when you do Belphegor, or when you finally reach it, you take those Asmodeus trinkets and you replace them with the Belphegor trinkets. Now that you know the order of the trinkets, let me tell you the order of... Now that you know the order of the trinkets, let me tell you the order of the weapon. So, you start with your Purification level 80 weapon, right? Then eventually you're supposed to move on to the Beelzebub content and get the Beelzebub tier 7. Well, you don't have to get to tier 7. Get to at least tier 5. Tier 5 should carry you. Once you get to the tier 5, or if you want more power, or if you're carrying yourself, if you want to do more damage for yourself, get tier 7 for Beelzebub. I mean, you're going to use it for alts anyways, but Purification weapon, level 80. Beelzebub weapon, level 85. Tier 5, or if you want to, tier 7. If you're going to be using it in the long run, which you most likely will. Then, if you want to, you can get the Asmodeus weapon. I'm not talking about the overflowing weapon, the red gear. I'm talking about the transcendable gear, the normal one, the normal Asmodeus weapon. If you want something to hold yourself until you drop the overflow one. I'm just saying, you can take my advice, or you can, or if you want to, you can go ahead and swipe your card. Since some of y'all are already doing it, you can go ahead and swipe your card and go look for the overflow in 3 out of 3. But if you want to get it yourself, take the Asmodeus, the normal one, the normal gear. Keep it at plus 14, by the way. For Beelzebub tier 5 or 7, keep your weapon at plus 14. Keep your weapon and your models at plus 14. Okay? For the Transcendent Asmodeus weapon and models, you don't have to get it to tier 7 if you don't want to. Keep it at plus 14. I mean, if you want to, you can get it plus 15 if you want to. If you feel like you need more damage than, can carry you. Then after that, you aim for the... I will talk about the third model. I know I haven't mentioned the third model. I'm telling you about the weapon first. Then after you plus 14 your Asmodeus transcendent weapon, or if I want to keep it at tier 5, tier 7, I'm not sure if it's tier 7 tiers, but I'm going to assume it is. So tier 5 or tier 7 should do you, maybe tier 7. You'll be keeping it a long run, because dropping overflow gear is actually, it's easier than the official server, but it's still somewhat hard. It depends on the person and your RNG. Then you want to go for the overflow weapon. You'll be using that Asmodeus transcendent weapon until you drop the overflow weapon, or until you buy it or whatever. Or if you want to, you can ask for a carrot. Please make sure you have the gear, so it's more convincible to carry you. Please, I beg. But after the Transcendent Asmodeus weapon, you want to go for the overflow weapon. You don't, like I said, keep it at plus 14, and you don't have to go all the way. You don't have to go all the way to the highest tier for the Asmodeus Transcendent weapon. But if you want a weapon to do some damage while you wait for the overflow weapon, the Asmodeus Transcendent weapon. Then after you get the overflow weapon, if you want to, if you feel confident, you can keep the overflow weapon until you get the precise lock gear. I mean, you're gonna be joining parties anyways. And after you get the overflow weapon, you can either actually, I wouldn't really recommend it, because the overflow weapon is almost the same as the basic sloth gear. So you keep your overflow weapon until you get the precise sloth core and everything. Okay, that's current in game. Now, we're going to talk about the 2 out of 2 mod. So the 2 out of 2 mod that you want to start, with is the purification. The purification 2 out of 2. Yes, the purification 2 out of 2. Third mod, I mean, what would be a good third mod for you guys? The third mod that I used was the you don't really have to craft it. The third mod that I use, you can actually get the third mod by doing a story quest. I used one of the Hunter Knight. Y'all, I don't think I know what it is, but it's 2 weapons that you can actually drop in the. It's actually a 2 out of 2 mod set that you can actually drop from Wolfgang and Hoffman if you're lucky enough. Or if you want to, you can drop. You got this 2 out of 2 mod set that you can drop from Basan. I mean, you can use one of those, or for a third mod if y'all have one. Y'all probably not gonna have one. So I mean, if y'all want to make one of the other 2 out of 2 mods, if y'all want to make one of the other 2 out of 2 mod sets for a third mod holder, that's fine. Or if you want to use, like, let's say a percent, the mod 2 out of 2 mod set, one of them from the Basan or Hunter's Knight, you can use that one as a third mod placeholder. I mean, it's something. But anyways, the 2 out of 2 mod set that you really want to have at first is the purification level 80 2 out of 2. I mean, if you want to transcend it all the way, you can. If you don't, that's fine. I kind of would recommend doing it all the way until you find some way to get your hands on the Beelzebub 2 out of 2 mod set. See what I did there? See what I did there? Now, you take the Beelzebub 2 out of 2 mod set. You can either A, get it to tier 7, or B, you can keep it at tier 5. You also want to have those as plus 14. Now, there's a reason why I'm saying that you can have your modules and your weapons at plus 14. They are how you get your damage. You plus your modules and weapons up to have more damage. You plus your receiver up for conditional damage. You plus your trinkets up for defense. You plus your trinkets up for defense and a small amount of additional damage. But you mostly want to focus on your weapons and your modules. Now after the Beelzebub 2 out of 2 mod set, if you want to do some damage while waiting for the Overflow 2 out of 2 mod set, you can use the Transcendent Asmodeus 2 out of 2 and keep it at plus 14. Don't go any higher until you get the Overflow. I mean, if you want to keep Overflow at plus 14 too, you can, but I'm just saying. You can use the Asmodeus Transcendent 2 out of 2 mod set until you get the Overflow 2 out of 2. Now, you get the Overflow 2 out of 2, and after the Overflow 2 out of 2, that's when you can aim for the Precise 2 out of 2. Now, if you ask if it's worth getting Overflow, yes, it still is worth, especially if you're waiting around for Precise 2 out of 2, and if you still want to do some damage. See how that goes. The third mod. Now let's go to the third mod again. So, third mod is when I said those 2 out of 2, the 2 out of 2 Hunter's Knight, module set, or the 2 out of 2 Basan module set. You'll know what I mean if you see something like Crimson, something Fierce, or Generator, whatever, or Villa, so something German, 2 out of 2. You'll those mods. I'm talking about those mods. Now, that's gonna be your placeholder. After that, you want to get the Basan module, and you want to transcend that Basan module. Then, after you finish transcending that Basan module, that's when you want to go for the Speed mod. That's when you want to start doing Gina and Centum. Now the current in-game gear for the third model is the speed mod. So that's pretty much all you have to do. Now let's go to receiver. You first want to start with some of y'all, if y'all ask for a carry and David, you'll start with the David receiver. After you have the David receiver, you want to get the purification receiver. Now you get the material to transcend your purification receiver, and Hell Overflow Reverse. You fight Nitocris. You fight the normal Nitocris for the receiver itself. The purple receiver itself. You're going to transcend that purple receiver. You take that purple receiver and you transcend it. I know I'm saying it more than once because I want y'all to understand. Now, you take that receiver and you need material for it, right? Like I said, you get that material. You get the material in Hell Overflow Reverse, or basically Overflow Reverse. You're fighting Nitocris for it. Nitocris will have that material for you. You want to get it to tier 5. Get it to tier 5. Now, because you're gonna have that for the long run. Now, once you're done with that receiver, then you want to get the Basan receiver, and then you want to transcend that. You're going to have that Basan receiver for a very long time. And the reason why is because of the Tiamat receiver. Afterwards, it's a Tiamat receiver. But here's the issue. You either A, want to wait until you're around 20 to 25 mil TCP to do the hard version, or B, I think it's around, correct me if I'm wrong, I think it's around 17 mil or 20, I think it's around 17 mil, maybe 15, 17 mil maybe for the easy one. It's slow, but at least, yes, it's slow, but at least you'll get the Tiamat receiver that way. After that, you're done with receiver. Now, I haven't touched on triggers yet. Let me touch on triggers, okay? Now, you want to get your triggers from the Beelzebub. You want to get the orange triggers. Get the orange triggers. The reason why you get the orange triggers is because if you get the red triggers, you have to worry about stacking. You have to worry about stacking the set effects. Now, when you die, you will lose all of the stats that you build up for the red triggers. And you have to start over again. Orange triggers, you do not have to worry about that. You don't have to worry about it. It's consistent. These triggers are used for short-term runs. I'm talking about runs that are around 2 minutes. That's what they're mainly for. But at the same time, if you don't want to worry about losing stacks, go orange triggers. Red triggers are most useful in long-term runs. The longer you run, the longer you hit, and don't die, because remember, those red triggers are more utilized when you don't die. The longer you run and don't die, the more you stack and do damage. That's why they are for long-term runs. For example, Hecatomb Tears, because during that time, those 3 minutes, you can get more stacks and you can do more damage than your orange triggers. Like I said, red trigger. Beelzebub red triggers. Beelzebub. I'll even show you. I'll even show you. Hold on. I'll even show you the triggers. So y'all won't be like, huh? What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. Oh my God. Shush. I'm talking about these triggers. The red triggers. Look at the three set effect. 3-set activation effect, 40 energy consumed. When hitting the enemy, physical/magic power plus 35. Physical/magical critical damage 3.5%. Cooldown 10 seconds. Max stack 70. They are used for long-term runs. Then you have the orange triggers. They also act as a debuff. The only downfall is that you take more damage than you normally will compared to red triggers. But you don't have to worry about losing stats because it's consistent. It works at a consistent rate. So you go for orange triggers, not red triggers. The meta is actually Beelzebub orange and Asmo black, not Beelzebub red and Asmo blue. Whoever told you red in the past, punch him in the face. Don't actually punch them in the face. Tell them no, they don't. Don't do that either. Just ask them why did they do this to themselves. Okay? Okay. Now, after you get to Beelzebub triggers, which that means you do Beelzebub version 1, you run one of the bosses 6 times until you get the progression bar. Get your triggers and everything. Then you want to take yourself to Beelzebub version 2. You want to transcend those. Transcend the triggers. Please transcend the triggers. If you transcend the triggers, they will give you more power than the non-transcended set. That's going to hold you until you get the Asmo triggers. That's going to hold you until you get the Asmodeus triggers. Yes, there's another trigger set after the Asmodeus triggers. Along with those Asmodeus triggers, you will be replacing your full body. I will get to full body too. We're going to talk about full body too and accessories. I'm going to give y'all all the info y'all need, okay? Sit tight with me. So, after you transcend the Beelzebub triggers, that's when you want to start working on the Asmodeus triggers. And around that time, you will also probably be working on transcending your Asmodeus trinkets a 3rd time. Yes, you transcend your Asmodeus trinkets 3 times. And you transcend those Asmodeus trinkets, Asmodeus triggers, once you get all 3 of them. Once you get the 3 out of 3 Asmodeus triggers, you transcend that too. Because you want more DPS, right? You want to do that sexy ass damage that you're dreaming of, right? Then you transcend the Asmodeus triggers. Now, triggers are set. Let's talk about full body now. The full body you want to get is the Yard Suit. It gives the best stats. You take that Yard Suit and you take that Yard Suit and you tune the skill tunes. Tune the skill tunes up that you need for your character. You're gonna use that full body suit until you get the Asmodeus full body suit. It's going to hold you and it's gonna help you do some damage until you get the full body Asmodeus suit, along with your Asmodeus triggers. All right. Now that we got the gear part out the way. Let's talk about the accessories. Let's start with the head accessory and the arm accessory. You want to get what's gonna hold you for the long run is the purification 2 out of 2. I'm talking about the peri visor and the peri arm. Then after that, you want to get the Basan. You want to get the Basan head and the Basan arm, the Vengeance head and the Vengeance arm. Then after that, you want to go for the Burnt Fire helmet and the Burnt Fire gauntlet, which is what I currently have. The 3 out of 3. What was it? Mirage. That Mirage set. That's a 3 out of 3 that will hold you. And then the next 3 out of 3 that will hold you is the Hunter's Knight. The Hunter's Knight 3 out of 3. That will hold you. Then the Hunter's Knight 3 out of 3 that will hold you. You change that into the Beelzebub accessories. Then after the Beelzebub accessories is the Asmodeus accessories, which is what I have on. I'm using it now because of the marine damage. Well, the deep sea damage. It helps me do more damage than Asmodeus. These accessories are mainly used for Asmodeus. Then after the Asmodeus 3 out of 3 accessories is it would be the Buffalo accessories. These accessories right here. I have this right here for grinding. But yeah, that's how it goes. That's how the gearing is supposed to go. Now, did anybody tell you about titles? Did anyone tell you about titles? Nope. Okay. So, a good title before you get the Sea of Pollution title, which means you run Sea of Pollution 50 times to get a title, would be... Which one was it? Hold on, which one was it? Give me a second. Which one was it? It was a hell title. I think it was this one. Yeah, it's that one. It was that one. It was this one or this one. Either one. That one. I think it's that one. I think it was that one. Yeah, one of these two. It was one of these two. One of these two right here. I don't know why I got all of them because they look nice. Then after that would be then after that title will be the Saint of Ascent title. You get this title from Sea of Pollution by doing it 50 times via the achievement. If you already got the title, then well you can craft it if you have enough material. Then after this title, you want to get the current title, which is Screaming Tiamat title. You get this by doing the Nightmare Dungeon for Tiamat 250 times. Or if you're good with getting Worm Eyes and getting 800 Worm Eyes, you can craft the title for free. So now that y'all know how to get gear, now that y'all know how to get the gear, now that y'all know what steps you have to take to get the gear, to build up to it, now I want to ask you, which steps did you skip? Which steps did you not do yet? Where are you right now in your trinkets and everything? Because it's mostly the trinkets. For most of y'all, it's the trinkets and the triggers. Which, by the way, if I may add, if you have blue triggers, that's okay. Use the blue triggers for grinding. The blue triggers are mainly used for grinding, for credit gain. As in, they are more better utilized when you're using them for, let's say, PG for money or doing purification ops for money, because purifications level 6 gives good money. Irina and David gives good money. Oh, I can actually tell you. Purification ops, purification bosses gives good money. PG level 75 gives good money. Barreling gives good money. Barreling Nightmare, if you ever get to that part, or if you ever get good enough gear, which I would say, let's say, 6 mil, 7 mil, or if you feel daring enough, 5 mil, that gives good money. Irina and David, like I said, gives good money. If you do Mist Erosion in a party, that gives money. I do it solo because I clear faster when I solo. But yeah, that gives good money as well. There are plenty of ways to get credits. Hell, even the Tiamat sides that nobody ever does, that also gives good money. There are plenty of ways to earn credit. Credits. Or if you like to be Brain Dead, you can do Rooftop for money as well. Rooftop for money and warps. Rooftop is mainly what you want to do for warps, especially if you feel like dealing with that little, the code bar thing. The code bar that we have to type in letters and numbers and stuff. Yeah, that too. Where I grind my warps and everything, I grind from Mist Erosion, basically. I grind from Mist Erosion and doing dailies and stuff, but just putting that out there for people who, yeah. Now that you've gotten past all this, and I'm telling y'all how to get gear, what steps y'all need to take in order. I told y'all in order. Now, you're probably wondering, Chiharu, so why did you tell us all this? I'm telling y'all all of this so y'all can know what to do next. Some of y'all, because I know some of y'all gonna skip gear, but if y'all going to skip gear, well then I'm gonna have to tell y'all what to do next. Like I said, I'm gonna point y'all in the right direction. I'm telling y'all what to do next. Because me continuously talking about skipping gear is getting nowhere. Nobody's opening their damn eyes. Nobody is listening to a word I say. Nobody's listening to the advice that I give. So I'm just going to tell y'all the trinket. I just told y'all the trinkets in order. I just told y'all the weapon in order. I just told y'all the 2x2 mod in order. I told y'all the third module in order. I told y'all the receiver in order. I just told y'all the triggers in order. I just told y'all the full body suit in order. I just told y'all the 2x2 accessory effect in order. And I just told y'all the 3x3 accessory effect in order. And I just told y'all the title in order. So, you can listen to me and you can take these steps. You can listen to me and you can take these steps and pick yourself up and get the DPS that you're missing out on. Or you can continue to be stuck. You can continue to be stuck and lost and clueless and have nowhere to go and eventually feel like you want to quit the game. The choice is yours. You can either A, listen to everybody else talking about skipping gear and everything, or B, you can take the advice that I just gave y'all and you can work on it. I am tired of getting on people over and over about skipping gear. So I just gave y'all how to build yourself up. Now I just gave y'all how to build yourself up in gear. You can either take my advice and try to work on it now, or get started like now, or B, you can ignore me, pretend I don't exist. You can ignore me, pretend I don't exist, and go on about your business and play the way you want to play. Which, by the way, I will say this one more time. I have no issue with how people play the game. No. Let me say this loud and clear. I have no issue with how you want to play the game. I never fucking did have an issue with how the fuck you want to play the game. Okay? Do you hear the words that are coming out of my motherfucking mouth? Do you? Okay. Because holy shit, y'all are wild. I mainly was worried about it because these same people that are veterans and trying to give advice, are giving this advice to people who are new and clueless and need to know the basics. That's why I had an issue with people giving advice on skipping steps or whatever. That's why I had an issue. Yes, that's why I had an issue. Okay. Now, does everyone understand now? Does everyone understand how to get gear now? Does everyone now understand why I got worried when people started giving advice and I stepped in to try to help because I know that they're going to get confused and clueless somewhere down the line. Now do y'all understand? Okay, now do y'all understand why I had an issue with it and I had to bring it up because it's been going on for too long? Good. Jesus Christ. Why? Oh, Lord. Okay. Whew. Now you see why I've been facepalming. Now, one last thing before I wrap up this video. Thank you for making it this far, even though I'm probably getting clowned because those same stupid asses that are probably watching this video and probably clowning me because of what I'm saying, even though I'm literally just giving info and everything. Yes, let me wrap this up now. Okay. I care. I actually like helping people. I actually like carrying people. I actually try to give info, unlike some people who claim to. No, I'ma say it. I'ma outright say it. Unlike people who claim to want to help people who claim to be helpful, it's pitiful and tragic. I actually like helping people. I actually like to sit down and give people advice and work with people. That's what I do. I do it because I do it because I love it and I care. I do it because I like taking care of people. I do it because I actually want to help. I do it because I actually care. I actually give a damn about people. Instead of someone who puts up a facade. Instead of somebody who puts up a fucking facade, who claim they want to help people, but they don't. And then I have to fix, and then those same people who give that stupid ass advice be having the noobs and people, be having the noobs and everyone walking around clueless. And like I said, I have to fix their fuck ups because they look sad just walking around clueless. Y'all giving them that so-called advice and they still walking around clueless. I don't mind fixing it because, like I said, I don't mind helping people. But do I get upset when y'all give stupid ass advice? Yes, I do. Now, look, I'm sorry to sound upset, but oh my god, another person dropped a sharp core. It's dropping sharp core day. It's raining sharp cores, motherfucker. But yes, that's why I get upset. That's why sometimes I get upset or worried when y'all give stupid advice. Y'all so-called give shortcuts, and let me tell you, some of your shortcuts that y'all be giving don't actually be working for people. It works for people who are possibly returning, who stacked up on materials and everything. Those are the people that it worked for. The ones who stacked up on material, the ones who can build alts. But y'all giving that same advice to noobs don't work. And that's why they walk around clueless. If y'all think about it, if y'all ever think about the shit that y'all say, that's why the noobs are walking around still clueless. That's why. But Chihara's whining, oh boo. Oh, Chihara's whining, oh boo. She always complaining about something. Oh, why is she always mad? Oh no, there goes Chiharu again. You say that, but those same people that you claim to help still be walking around clueless and stupid as fuck. And I be helping those same people. And at least they actually get information. Unlike y'all stupid asses. So now what? What? Y'all ready to talk shit some more? Oh, y'all ready to laugh at me? Y'all ready to laugh at me and clown me? Y'all ready to talk shit some more? Go ahead. Keep acting entitled. Keep acting like y'all know everything, but y'all don't. Go ahead. Continue to be clowns. Talking about the same one that probably still clowning me right now as I speak. Go ahead. Continue. But just know that somewhere down the line, when you realize how clownish you are, I don't want to hear it. I expect my apology. If I don't get it, oh the fuck well. Now, that's out the way. For the people who sat down and actually took notes on the steps that I put, good luck. I know it'll be rough, but you will see promising results. I promise you, you will be happy once you're done with the steps. Good luck. And if you need any help on mechanics and everything, hit me up. I will literally have notes on most of the boss's mechanics. I can literally hit you up with notes so you can know how to tackle mechanics better. If it's like guides, not guides. Well, I do have guides. I have raid guides even. If you need help on mechanics with Asmodeus, Beelzebub, Belphegor, I made guides. I've made detailed guides on. I've made mostly detailed guides on raids and everything. If you need help with guides on raids, I can hit you up with that. I have videos of me doing Misak, Untouchable. If you need guides on that, I have it. If you need a guide on Overflow, hell, I have that even. If you need a guide on Wolfgang or Hoffman, I have a guide for that. For a Mega Knight, I have too much power. But I do know that there are some things that you need to dodge and whatever. Unfortunately, I don't have one on that yet. I still need to make one eventually. But yes, I have guides on most of the bosses. I have guides on. Gina and Omega, you don't really have to worry much. Oh well, actually, you kind of do, because some of y'all are gonna. I know some of y'all are gonna walk in there with little to no TCP or slightly undergeared, and y'all gonna die. I still need to make a Mega Knight guide. I'll make one eventually. Don't worry, I'll come up with one eventually. Give me time. But yes, if any of y'all need help on mechanics or need to know how, or at least not, if y'all want to at least know how to do the mechanics, I can hit you up with it. All you gotta do is ask. Like, how do you do this boss or whatever? How do you do this boss or whatever? And I will show up and I'll help you. Now, I'm done. I apologize for the yelling, but I'm getting tired of getting accused of shit. I'm getting tired of people saying shit that are not even true about me. The only reason, like I said, the only reason why I touch on this topic so much is because I care. Now, I'm done.